one game for the right to move on. It's Game 7 of the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Miami Heat. With my partner, Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Hawks coming into play. They'll have the home crowd behind them, and they'll need it as they look to advance past this first round.
And this pressure just ratchets up when you get to a Game 7. These guys have a chance to leave everything on the court. You can't worry about what lies ahead. You got to put all your focus and attention on this one game. This is your one moment.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's the Heat with the possession. To P.J. Tucker. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
John Collins at the line for two shots. 71% for his career. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Butler into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Hawks with the basketball. Screen coming. John Collins against Tucker. To Trae Young. Shot clock winding down. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler to bring it up. Down 3. To P.J. Tucker. John Collins pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the finish. Slam dunk. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Butler matched up with Capella. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Butler into the front court. Down 5 to Oladipo. Butler. Rebound taken by the Hawks. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Oladipo. From the painted area, won't go down. Gets to the basket and scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To P.J. Tucker. John Collins!
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Tucker. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Shot clock violation. Trae Young. To Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Oladipo. John Collins able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hawks have it. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. So this remains Hawks basketball. To Kevin Huerter. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Tucker to Oladipo. Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Kevin Huerter. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Oladipo. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Heat able to recover. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down. To Capella. Clint Capella. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
He'd have the basketball. Butler to Oladipo. Clint Capella sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Kevin Huerter. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. John Collins swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Can't go down. Smothering defense. To Butler. Tucker. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Trae Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. To P.J. Tucker. Fires the three. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Time to shuffle things up. Williams to Kevin Huerter. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. To P.J. Tucker. Three. Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that three, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
Williams to Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Gorgui Dieng at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Butler matched up with Dieng. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 3 now here in the first. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 12. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. A shot no good there by Williams. Oladipo into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Labissiere, defended by Markieff Morris. Goes to the right side to Kevin Knox. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Hey, lock up.
Has a look. Oladipo's shot misses. To Williams. Shot from in close, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Won't go down. Williams into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. Desperation shot here from half court. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Miami with the basketball. To Waiters. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Williams. Five to shoot for Atlanta. The shot clock expires. Oladipo. Lou Williams. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Waiters. To Oladipo. Lets it fly from long range, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
What a smart play, and Ed, with barely no traditional low-post players left in the game, you have 10 players on the perimeter. When you have a guy who's able to utilize the step back, that helps get shots over people with length.
This day and age, very rarely is there a bad shot from the perimeter. Miami's got it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
To Trae Young. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Pulled down by Dedmon. Waiters to Oladipo. To Waiters. 5 to shoot for Miami. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Not that time. Waiters to Oladipo. No good. To Trae Young. Screen coming. 5 to shoot. Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Miami secures the rebound. It's the Heat with the possession. To Oladipo. From long range, they were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Has a chance, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Trae Young. To Williams. Terrific vision. The Heat have the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. Here's a chance from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Collins comes up empty.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
For 3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler. To Waiters. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Trae Young. Jimmy Butler with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
John Collins snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lou Williams with a piece. Heat recovered, and he's going to the free throw line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Bam Adebayo, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Beyond the arc for three. The rookie, Herder, unbothered, buries the three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing here.
5 to shoot for Miami. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Taking advantage of the turnover. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Time for some new personnel into the game. Butler. Clint Capella sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Over to the right side. To Trae Young. Off the assist.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Tucker to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker to Oladipo. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good. Trae Young. Driving right to the basket. Gets a look. Can't hit. Butler into the front court. Down 4. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Jimmy Butler rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
John Collins matched up with P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Shakes free and hits.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Screen coming. Tucker guarded by Clint Capella. To Butler. Fires the three. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
P.J. Tucker with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Count that one and a 4-point trip.
Yes, sir.
To Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Oladipo. Has a look. Oladipo, not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
To Butler. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He'd have the basketball. Whoa! What a finish!
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lets it fly from long range. Good for three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality, positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
He'll put it up at the buzzer, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And hits the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your craft.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Hawks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks. The Heat aren't down by too much at the half.
And even though they're losing, you don't see a lack of confidence from their shooters. That could be the difference for them in the second half.
These are the guys getting buckets, the Miami Heat.
Game track. Field goals.
For each of these squads, the common theme has been a disciplined approach on offense. That's the reason why you're seeing a nice field goal percentage on both sides of the ball. Smart shot selection is a key part of that fact.
Player of the half.
Young did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Oladipo. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
John Collins trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, good. Caps off the 3-point play. The lead is 4. Miami with the basketball. Oladipo. Probing the defense. Screen coming. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Tucker. The screen sets him up for 2.
No, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Capella. Rodney Magruder pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Butler to bring it up. His group now down 2. Tucker to Oladipo. Can't connect from inside. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Here's Atlanta. To Capella. To Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Smothering D. Oladipo into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. From long range, buries it.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Oladipo into the front court. Leads 3. Add 2 points to the board.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Magruder tips it. Butler into the front court. Up 5. Jimmy Butler. He's now 4 for 6.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
John Collins against Tucker to Kevin Huerter. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. And the rebound by Tucker. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Right.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oladipo. Shot clock winding down. Victor Oladipo. Not easy.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Trae Young to Capella.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 2-2.
From a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Dribbling inside. Not that time. To Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. For 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young to Williams. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 6 matchup will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity. 2-2 seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves seed 2M.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Williams, down low Collins. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
They get it down to Tucker. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest. Williams across the timeline. The deficit is 6. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Miami's got it. To Oladipo. Sizing up the defense. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Short jumper won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Oladipo into the front court. Leads 5. Butler to Oladipo. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. The follow won't go either. To Williams. For 3. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
There is no doubt about it, Ed. This is the best isolation weapon versus lockdown defenders ever made.
So tough to guard on that trip. To Butler. Oladipo. Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's the Heat with the possession. Tucker to Butler. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Kevin Knox. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Williams. Pass stolen by Miami. Tucker. To Oladipo. 5 to shoot for Miami. Deep two there, won't go. Williams into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Lou Williams. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Tucker to Oladipo. Gorgie Jang able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Fires the 3. The Heat secure the rebound. Tucker. And he's going to the line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Udonis Haslem has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Five to shoot for Atlanta to Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range. Huerter can't connect that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. That ends the third quarter with the Heat in front. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
The drive, right to the basket. Tucker. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Rebound comes to Miami. Butler to bring it up. Leads 3. To P.J. Tucker. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Screen coming. To Kevin Huerter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Butler to P.J. Tucker. Has a chance. Tucker with a shot that misses. And throws it down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler into the front court. Up by 3. Tucker. Gorgui Dieng sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. The pass set it all up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Shot no good there by Gallinari. Oladipo into the front court. Up 5. To Butler. Screen coming. Butler matched up with Dieng. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
The NBA playoffs 2-0-2-2-1 round game 6 seed 5 Utah Jazz seed 4 Dallas
Jimmy Butler
Mavericks.
at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. John Collins against Tucker. And scores. Strong take.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker to Oladipo from long range. And Victor Oladipo, quick catch and shoot that time for 3.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot for Collins, no good. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. That's going to be out of bounds. To shoot for Atlanta. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Now a steal by Atlanta. And he'll go to the foul line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. To P.J. Tucker. And counted at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Oladipo. Tucker. Butler for two. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. For three. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oladipo. That's how you defend. To Trae Young. They work it to Capella. Down low. Turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Trae Young. Five on the shot clock. Trae Young. Beyond the arc for three. Danilo Gallinari is going to get a chance at three here. A career 86% from the line. First one goes down. Second and three. Got it. Three for three. Nice. It's the Heat with the possession. Butler to Oladipo. Surveys the floor. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. To Williams. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. Oladipo grabs the board. Butler to bring it up. Leads 5. to Oladipo. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Williams across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Rebound comes to Atlanta. Over and back. Tucker to Butler. Tucker to Butler. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Rebounded by Capella. To Kevin Huerter. Down low Gallinari. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Oladipo. Danilo Gallinari swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Trae Young. Butler. To Oladipo. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hawks with the basketball. Williams to Trae Young. Probing the defense. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range. Message received. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Five to shoot for Miami. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Trae Young flushes it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Williams. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Going to launch beyond the arc. Great defense.
The NBA playoffs 2022-1 round game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 6 Denver Nuggets, seed 3 Golden State Warriors.
It had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Clint Capella at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Whoops. That won't go. That stops the clock with 11 seconds to go as they apply the intentional foul.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The Hawks will use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Long heave from three-quarters court. The Heat with the victory. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the
NBA playoffs 2022-1 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 3 Milwaukee Bucks, Seed 6 Chicago Bulls.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.
The Heat have cause to celebrate tonight, but not too much. They have plenty work to do this offseason.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. The Hawks were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game trap. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.